Hey guys, it's Val. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little craft with me. So I have several crafts that I need to get through, just things for myself and my kids, nothing that has any type of category so much or not crafting for anything specific, just for everyday use. So we are going to get started. The first thing I'm going to start with is this multi-use organizer. I got this from Michael's. It is a 5-piece, and I'm going to take this off. This was, how much was this? I think it was $1.99. So yeah, it was a really decent price, and it comes with these 4 little containers on the inside. So I'm going to sit this to the side and bring it in the design. Of course, this is going to be used for organizational purposes and not for me exactly. It is for my daughter. This is Oracle 651. This is their permanent vinyl that I'm using. And I'm going to get out my weeding tools. I think I'm going to start with the inner parts. So let's chat a little bit. I know that I said in my last video that part 2 of my sublimation video was coming the very next week, which would have been last week. But that is not how things worked out. Last week was so crazy. If you even noticed, I didn't get to post a video last week. Last week was full of celebration, frustration, appointments, and all sorts of things. Like, it just, a lot of things were expected and some things were not. So it was just difficult to really sit down and get a video done. And I hadn't had anything pre-recorded that I could just have waiting in the queue to get posted to you guys. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to post anything last week. Okay, hold on. I'm about to lose the R here. Think I'm gonna, okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm sorry I wasn't able to post anything last week. Most likely I'm gonna come with the part 2 of that sublimation video maybe next week. But I wanted to just sit down and craft, chat, plus some of the things that are on my craft table for today. At least one of the things my daughter has been asking me for. And I said, you know what? And she knew that I wanted to record first. So I just decided, let me record this so I can give it to her, and then we can pivot. You know, you always got to be ready to pivot because life does not always go the way we plan it. So yeah, I just decided, okay, I will still get that part 2 of the sublimation out, but it'll up. I lost my I and my T. But it'll just have to be a little late so I can get this done. All right, hold on. Let's do this. I'll put the T down because now the H is trying to come up. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Oh no. Now my C. Y'all see this? uh, and this should have been something easy to weed. And oh no. I am about to lose this C. I cannot lose this C. Okay, so that I finally got the H up. It started with 2 letters and it became 4. Let's see. I want to make sure I can see the cut lines and put it in the space that it was in before, so they're all lined up, because that H was giving me a run for my money. All right, got the H in its spot. Let's get the I in its spot. And I'm going to have to do the T as well. All right, I is in its spot. Let's get this T where it should be. I can still see like the indentation of where when it cut on the Cricut. And the C. These are the 4 letters that were trying to make me lose my mind. Okay. And the R is in the wrong spot too. Lord, have mercy. Okay. All right. We have all of the letters in the spot they belong in. So this says beads, charms, and things. I am making this for my daughter because for her graduation, which was last week, by the way. So that was one of the things that I had going on. But for her graduation, her grandmother, my mother-in-law, bought her a kit where she can make bracelets and I need to fix this T. Bracelets and necklaces, I believe. I know for sure that it's bracelets. She's made a few already, but she has some beads and she has charms and she has things, all the rest of the things that go along with it. So I don't know what she's keeping things in yet. I didn't even notice, honestly, but I was in the store and I said, you know what? Let me make sure she has something to keep all of this stuff in. So I bought this for her so she can keep the little beads and the charms that come along with it. And whatever else that came along with that kit, she can keep them in here. I'm going to get some transfer tape for this. So I am going to cut a new piece. And I just need a small piece, of course. So let's go. Wait, what did I? Okay, yeah. Let's go here. So, like I said, last week was definitely a extremely busy week. We had a really bad storm here and it knocked over a tree in our yard, which then destroyed our shed. So that's how the week actually started, with a destroyed shed. I mean, it was done, 100% done, smashed to a pulp. Like it was just gone. So the week started like that. And trust me, I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. It's, sometimes you just gotta laugh things off because it's just so stressful. Then it was my daughter's graduation, and then so that took up a whole day, and then it was appointments, and my son had football camp, and then it was his birthday on Wednesday, and that took up, they was celebrating that, and then on his birthday there was another storm, and then we had no power for 6 hours. When I tell you last week was a week, it was a week. So this is why I'm saying I couldn't even sit down long enough to get anything recorded and edited to get on here. But I'm happy to be back this week. Okay, so we got this. Of course, we have got to clean this first. So let's get a little rubbing alcohol out, and I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel. Get that cleaned up. Okay. That should be good. That's dry. Yep. We are good to go. So let's get this on here. Now there's a little hole in here. It's not a hole, there's a little indentation, I should say. Don't want to say hole because that's not what it is. But I want to try to avoid that. but I still want this to be centered. I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid it because, let's see. I feel like if I pull it over this way, it's too far over. And if I pull it over this way, is it too far over there? Let me see. I have to tilt this just a little bit so I can see. Maybe. I think I might be able to get away with it. Let's see. I'm going to put it down and see. All right, let's commit. We're committing. I feel like this is a tiny bit crooked because it's kind of hard to, the lines from the transfer tape kind of make your eyes, they play tricks. They play tricks on your eyes. Let's pull this up. All right, S, you stay down. What else happened last week? Oh, last week my gym closed. The gym I've been going to for almost 2 years, it closed. So I had to start at a new gym. I'm telling you, last week and I knew it was closing, but it was just like, oh, this fell into this week too. All right, got it off. Beads, charms, and things. So my daughter should be able to use that and keep all her stuff together. And then, of course, if she wants another set, she can always add to this. So our first craft is complete. We are going to move on to the next one. Okay, so for my next craft, we have several items here, mainly because I wanted to show you. I have this glass jar that you can drink out of, you can store things in. It comes with this bamboo lid that the straw can go in. It also comes with this plastic lid that the straw can go in. And it comes with this storage lid. And it has a few colors actually of the storage lid. All of the other lids are white and bamboo like these, but the storage lids this is a 4-pack, so it comes in 4 different colors. So I have that. And then I want to show you guys all the stuff that this comes with. So it also comes with a glass straw. And it comes with a glass straw for all 4. And let's see, got it. And it comes with a metal straw and a straw brush for all 4. So I actually gifted one. So one of the brushes are gone. But yes, so it comes with all of this in the pack. And of course, I will link it down below if you are interested in purchasing this 4-pack. So I'm actually going to take this off. I'll put the bamboo lid back on, and I'm going to sit all of this to the side and bring in my cup cradle. All right. So for this, I actually have a UV DTF. So UV DTF, these transfers you can put on cups and mugs, tumblers. I'm sure you can put it on a notebook if you wanted to. Anything that has a solid surface, but you wouldn't put this on any material. Like you wouldn't put it on a shirt or on a pouch. It would be any like hard surfaces you could put the UV DTF on. So I actually purchased this image, came in a bundle, and you'll actually see another one, but it came in a bundle from Etsy. I absolutely, this little bear is so cute and so stylish. I said, I need it. I need this in my life. So I said, but what am I going to put it on? When I first saw it, I was like, what am I going to put it on? I was like, I know I need another glass. So I'm going to put this on the glass. And what I love about this is that when you order these, they come in ready to go. All you have to do is apply it to your blank. So what I'm going to do is prep my blank first. Of course, we need to clean it with rubbing alcohol first. So I'm going to do that. And while I do that, let me just, so with UV DTF, what you do is you go to a website that makes those types of transfers. I use 143 vinyl for UV DTF and DTF. DTF is for shirts and materials, soft materials like that. But the UV is for, I would say, more for hard surfaces. So, you can use 143 vinyl. There are a bunch of other companies that make the UV DTF. I'm just looking at the seam on each side just to make sure this is centered. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so you can do that and you come up with your own image. I mean, even if you download the image from somewhere, as long as you know that you can use that image, obviously you can send it to them. You can size it at whatever size you need it to be, and they will send it back to you. I love it. I have tried it already on other projects. So I said, I have to bring the UV DTF to the channel. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is use my pin pen to pull back. There's a backer on here, a backing. So I'm going to pull this backing off. And I'm not going to just apply it right away. I want to kind of get the middle down. Let me see. Let me make sure that because once you put this down, that's the other thing with UV DTF. Once it is down, you cannot remove it. It will not come back up. It is there. So you kind of, see. And look what just happened. I just proved my point. It snatched it. See? All right. Hold on a second. I just told y'all, I proved my point. It does not, it is there. And now I have to scratch this off. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time. Because I don't want that to happen again. But see, look, I spoke and it happened. So I don't want this to snatch it like it did. So I'm going to take it. I think I want it right there. My hand is shaking because I'm trying to be as, all right, I'm going to push down. And I'm going to push down one side at a time. So I'm going to let this go. But I don't want to just let it flop because I don't want any air bubbles. And you have to be very cautious about air bubbles with this. But when I tell you it comes out beautifully when it is all down and it's all said and done. Okay. All right. I don't see any air bubbles, which is great. And I'm going to take my scraper and I want to apply pressure. All right. Applying that pressure. I'm pushing down with firm pressure on this because, like I said, once it's down, it's down. And that was, although that mistake happened, which I'm happy that it didn't completely ruin the design. I can see where it happened, but it really doesn't. because the bottom is like this, has this like melted look to it. I feel like if you didn't know, you wouldn't even know that there was a piece missing right in here. So I'm not mad at it. All right. Now there is the last thing you do with this. Now that I have applied tons of pressure, you want to pull off this top layer. This is the transfer sheet basically. And it doesn't come off with ease. You have to pull it. Okay, that came off. I feel like it comes off the design easier than it actually comes off the glass. Yes, because look how I'm pulling just to get it off the glass. There we go. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see how vibrant these colors are? This is so cute. See a little bubble in there. It's very tiny. All right, but this is craft number 2. She is cute, y'all. She is so cute, stylish. She is ready to go out. I just love this little bear. All right. So, and this is, just so you know, you can put this in the dishwasher. This is on there. Like I said, once it's on there, it's on there. There's no like peeling it up. Like, you know how we can remove vinyl from things like glasses and cups sometimes. Yeah, no, that's not how this works. So you are good to put this in the dishwasher. So let's move on to craft number 3. Okay, so craft number 3 and 4 are these little, they're called water bottle backpacks. I have been seeing several crafters use these. These are from Target, and you can find them in the bullseye section. I found these. This is what my daughter has been asking me. Mommy, are you done? Have you recorded your video yet? Are you done? And I'm like, no, I'm not done. Haven't done it yet. So this is what I want to get to her today. Yeah, so I'm going to put her monogram on there. This was $3 in that section. I will say I did not find it on their website, and I believe the reason why I didn't find it on Target's website is because it was in the bullseye section. But what I'll do is I'll link something similar down in the description box in case you are interested. Maybe your Target has run out of them and you still want to get one for yourself or for someone else. You can also purchase something similar like this on Amazon. So let's slide these to the side. I am going to weed both of these designs out. I use scrap vinyl for both of these. So both of these are Caesar Easy Weed. And I am going to do this one first. All right, my daughter has started camp, and she is taking, of course, she takes her water bottle even when she was in school, she took her water bottle every day. So that's why she's like, Mommy, she started camp yesterday. And she's saying, Mommy, have you finished? So I'm like, let me hurry up and get this thing done so she won't ask me anymore. Okay, let's get it. Now there's an outline on this particular design. I'm going to try to keep the outline, but it is so thin that honestly, if it disappears, I won't be too upset because she will still have the monogram. But let's see. I think I'm getting it. Yes, okay. Got the M. Okay, finally got that one weeded out. Let's do this one. All right, let me pray. So this one, pray that this one is not as difficult. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We have some middle pieces in here, so let's see how they treat me. Oh, already see some pieces trying to come up. Yeah, my vinyl is not going to make it easy for me today. Like, nope, not today. Whew, okay. If you guys only knew how long it took me to weed that out. And you know why? It's because of these really, really tiny pieces. And also because this was cut so small. So it makes sense that I'm sure if I was maybe putting this on a shirt, that would have been an easy weed, although the circles were there. But because this is going in such a small area, you can't make the design too big. By the way, I found this in Design Space. So I just typed in butterflies, and the monogram I did with the monogram button in Design Space as well. So now that we have everything all weeded out, we're going to get this pressed down. So let's start with hers. This one is mine. Let's start with hers. I guess I'll cut this off so it won't swing anymore. I'm gonna just stuff the inside of this. Yeah, can't get the whole thing in there, but that's fine. I think it's enough to give it some pressure here. Yeah, that's fine. I am going to roll. Okay. And heat up the area. I have my press on medium. And let's get her monogram on here. And for the height, if anybody's interested in knowing, I sized this at the height I sized at 1.5 inches. And that gives me more than enough space here. Okay. I don't like how this feels in here, but we're going to roll with it. Okay. Hold on, because this keeps shifting. Can we not shift? All right, no shifting here. You know, I can. Let's do this. I'm going to put a little heat resistant tape. This way I don't have to have my fingers in the way trying to hold it still. Yes, much better. Yep. So let's press this. I don't like what the outline is doing. Yeah, I don't like what that outline did. Okay, let's see if I can get it off. I can show you guys a trick if you didn't know to get it off. Yeah, because this doesn't look nice at all. Like it didn't even, the thin outline part did not lay nicely at all. Okay, so let me show you guys a trick. I'm gonna take this, put it on the inside like that, and it heats up the inside. All right, there we go. As you can see here, I was determined to get these thin outline pieces off. I also realized as I was editing this video that I turned my mini press down to low and it should have been on high. I really think that's why it took so much longer to remove the vinyl that was already pressed down. Okay, you guys, I was able to get off that get the outline off. I do need to reinforce the letters. So I'm going to stuff this again. And when I tell you I had to do a trick, so what I did was, just to show you, I put my mini heat press inside right behind the design, and I took my weeding tool, my pin pen, and I just picked off the outside. But you got to use the heat, because without the heat it is not going to come off like that. So now let's get this reinforced. I am going to actually stick this in here. Yep, that is so much better to do that. And get this on here. Get the monogram down. Whew, I know that I will never use that outline again, especially on such a small design. Since I had to cut it out so small, never again. Let me see. My M is a little warped here. Let's see if I can fix it. Yes, I did. And let's do a little bit for this L, these two L's. It's better to put my hand in there. I'm able to push up against. Yes, so much better. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Woo, woo. That, as my old dance teacher would say, we having issues and conniptions today. Okay, but we are remedying them and they are coming out good. So hers came out well. Let me get mine in here. I'm gonna cut this off and I'm going to put this inside. I forgot to grab my towel today, so I had to grab whatever I had sitting here next to me. I'm going to put my hand in here this time so it has something to press up against. Put this here. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably have realized that I like butterflies. I can't say that I am one of the people who will allow them to land on me. I'm so freaked out by bugs and animals and things like that. I think they're pretty. I think they're cute, all those things. But for whatever reason, they frighten me. I don't know why. I can still appreciate how beautiful they are. Actually, before I do that, let's do this and this. Okay. And now we can do this. All right. I have my hand in there. I'm going to turn it to the side just so I can really put a good amount of pressure in there. And push up against it. I think that's probably what I needed to do for the other one as well. From the get-go, I needed to get my hand in there. But you craft and you learn. Let's see. That's pretty hot. Okay. Can I get this off without a hitch? Yes. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay, this came out so pretty. I like it. So we have hers with her monogram, mine with some butterflies. I think they both came out really nice. I love mine, of course. And I was so happy that I was able to fix the issue with the monogram. So it still came out very nice. Let's move on to the next craft. I'm going to clean up my space first. Okay, so for my last two crafts, I am going to be making two shirts. We're going to start off with this one. This is for my son. Right now, he is into several sports. He's been into basketball for a while. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, he went to a mini football camp last week. So he's just trying out different things to see what he likes. But we know that he definitely likes basketball. So I am going to make him this. This is a DTF transfer, which I also got from 143 Vinyl. So I just uploaded the image and they send it back to me ready to be pressed onto whatever it's going to be pressed on. In this case, a shirt. I do need to do an initial heat press just to press this really quickly. Okay, I did heat press this on my big heat press, which is where we are going to apply the design. So I got the wrinkles out, the moisture out, all of that. We need to get this centered and where it needs to be so we can press it. I'm going to just measure just a little bit. Yep, there we go. And honestly, this will be fine just there. I don't even need to measure that top because this is so big. It starting right here is just fine. And if you don't already know this, just a tip, never use the tag as the center because a lot of times the tag is off-centered, it's kind of crooked. You never want to use the tag as your middle marker because 9 times out of 10, it's wrong. So I just say, there's so many different things that you can buy the shirt. What do they call them? I forget what they are called, but you can use them to figure out where middle is. And they have one for adults, toddlers, infants. And you just lay it on the shirt. I know some people fold the shirt in half and they make a crease down the middle. There's different ways of finding the middle. I like to measure. That's my thing. I want to make sure I have the same amount of space on both sides and then make sure that I am not too close to the top depending on the design. If it's a very large design, you can go a little closer to the top than you normally would. Okay, I am going to take this over to my heat press so we can get this pressed down. Okay, so the shirt is done. It came out really nice. I'm pretty sure he's gonna like this. I did 2 presses. They in the instructions, they tell you to press it for 20 seconds at 330 degrees. And the first press has the transfer sheet that it came on. And the second press, you do it for another 20 seconds without the sheet on. So this has been pressed twice and it is on there and it looks good. It feels nice. I know he is going to love this. I can't wait to give it to him. Okay, let's move on to the last craft. So for the last craft, we have the shirt that we're going to do. This is for my daughter. She is into oversized t-shirts. So I got this a little big for her. And gonna get this. I already pre-pressed it, so that's good. And I'm just want to roll this and get her design centered so we can get it pressed. And here's her design. She picked this out. This came out the same bundle as the one for the cup. She is so cute and stylish. A lot of pink, like my daughter likes it. So we're going to get her on here with her little glasses and her purse. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Okay. Let's see. All right. I have measured it already. So we're going to get this down. What I usually like to do is I'll get it down and then I like to hold it up in front of me, which you all won't be able to see, but I like to hold it up in front of me just to see if it really is as centered as it should be. So we are going to go get this all pressed to the shirt. Okay, so it came out really, really nice. I love this, and I know for a fact that she is going to love this. She was so excited about this design. And by the way, before you do that second press, you have to wait for it to cool down. So it's a cool peel, and then you pull it off and do that second press. So let's bring back all of the crafts we did today. Okay, so we have all our crafts back in the camera. I really love the way they all turned out. Honestly, I know we had some weeding issues with this one and with this one. And then we had a little issues and conniptions, like I said before, with this one, but it came out really good for having those issues. And that's what comes with crafting. Sometimes you completely mess things up. Sometimes you're able to remedy the situation and find a fix for things that didn't go the way you want them to. So it's all a part of crafting. This cup, you guys, all the water, because that's mainly what I drink, but all the water is definitely going to be had in this glass for the summer. But I really do love all of the projects. They came out so good. I can't wait to see my son and my daughter's faces when they actually see this. She picked this out. He knows nothing about this. So I can't wait to see his face with this. And I'm sure she's going to be super excited because she finally gets her little water pouch. So I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found a little inspiration. I will link everything down below, the SVGs that I got from other places. I will definitely have those linked down below if you're interested in downloading or purchasing them. And like I said, with these little pouches, I couldn't link it from Target, but I did find other options on Amazon. So it will be linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in my next one. Later, guys.